The Redmi Note line has always been synonymous with great value. These are smartphones with very good specs and a price tag that almost always makes them a must buy. Redmi just took the wraps of their latest generation Notes, and in this video, let's go ahead and take a look at everything that you need to know about them. This one's good, guys. My name's Ash, you're watching C4 Tech, and let's get started. So Redmi this time has again launched three phones: the regular Redmi Note 11, the Redmi Note 11 Pro, and the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus. The built-in design, they look to be quite inspired. A very Apple-esque design with square-off sides and rounded corners. I, for one, am not complaining. This is a nice design. Both devices have glass sandwich builds and they look very 2021 in appearance. The camera hump, it seems eerily similar to the ones on the Mi 11X line. But again, it's Xiaomi, it's Redmi, it's kind of expected. There's been no mention of Gorilla Glass protection though, but again, sometimes it's standard with Chinese launches. The display, it seems to be the same ones from the Redmi Note 10 Pro and Pro Max. We've got 6.67-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panels across both devices, and there's a 120Hz refresh. The touch sampling rate is 360Hz, which is cool. This love does not seem to extend to the regular Note 11. There's no AMOLED. We get Full HD Plus. It's an IPS LCD panel, but the refresh is 90Hz. So compared to the 60Hz AMOLED from last year, we now get 90Hz IPS LCD, which leaves us with the age-old problem of, are you okay sacrificing AMOLED to get a higher refresh? So we again are faced with this question. What do you guys think? Do you feel like 60Hz AMOLED would have been the better choice, or 90Hz IPS LCD is something you're happy with? Let me know in the comments below. The internals, they have been upgraded across the board. For the Pro models, they now have the Dimensity 920 SoC, which seems to be a significant upgrade from last year's Snapdragon 732G. Redmi claims we're going to be seeing a 39% improvement with single core and 46% improvement with multi-core scores. But I mean, yes, these are good numbers for a generational upgrade, but they're benchmark scores and benchmarks are benchmarks. So take it with a grain of salt. The Note 11 also sees some performance gains with the new Dimensity 810 SoC, 17 and 26% on single and multi respectively compared to the Snapdragon 678 on its predecessor. The cameras on the Pro models last year were pretty good for the price, and there doesn't really seem to be any differences now with the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Plus. They still have a 108 megapixel f1.9 primary, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel depth, and Redmi seem to have done away with the 5 megapixel macro. And I mean, Crimea River, I really don't care about the macro sensor. The fact that it's not there means they could better utilize the space for something else. So, hey, but that said, I would have still liked to see something extra here, something new. The pictures that they showcased, they did look really good, and there seemed to be quite a few new filters baked in with the camera app, and they looked rather nice. One picture showcased, I mean, it illustrated the level of detail that this primary sensor could actually capture. See how the reflection in his eye is clear when zoomed in. Again, keep in mind, almost always manufacturer claims with cameras are overly exaggerated. I will have more to say on this once I get my hands on one of these phones, which, knowing me, I should get them sooner rather than later. The selfie shooter remains the same at 16 megapixels. The story is, again, more or less the same for the Note 11, except they've gone with the new 50 megapixel sensor for primary instead of 48 from last year. So far, everything we've discussed makes it sound like the Pro and Pro Plus are identical, but there is a difference, which Redmi did spend almost half their launch event talking about: the battery and the charging speeds. Now, the Pro Plus, it comes with a 4500 milliamp hour split battery. It charges at a whopping 120 watts. It goes 0 to 100 in 15 to 19 minutes. 15 to 19 because there are two charging modes. One is the fast mode that will fill it up in 15 minutes. The other is a slower mode that's going to take 4 more minutes. But it does this while keeping the temperature stable at 38 degrees. So that's just mind-blowing for a budget phone, right? The best part here is the fact that the 120 watt charger, it's bundled in the box. You don't have to buy it separately. At least that seems to be the case in China. Only time will tell if this holds true for other markets too. The Note 11 Pro, on the other hand, has a 5160 milliamp hour battery. The vanilla Note 11 has 5000 mAh, and they both still charge fast, 67 watts and 33 watts respectively, which, given the charges are included in the box, can't really complain. Now, what do you guys think about this? The Note 11 Pro has 5160 mAh with 67 watts, The Pro Plus has 4500 mAh, so a lower capacity battery, but with 120 watts. So what would you actually pick? Me personally, I would be happy taking the 67-watt charger. I would want a higher capacity battery in the phone that I use. It's okay if it's going to take a few extra minutes to charge, as long as it's going to last for a lot of extra hours, or at least an hour extra, with given that the battery capacity is higher by like 12-13%. Now guys, the other features they are offering include a headphone jack, dual symmetric stereo speakers that are tuned by JBL. IR blaster is something they've retained, always appreciate that. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 are TOTL specs regardless of the price. All the Note 11s are IP53 certified, so they should be able to handle the occasional splash or a little bit of rain quite easily. BTW note that the regular 11, it does not have that fancy JBL tuning. So that's basically the Note 11, 11 Pro and 11 Pro Plus. I mean, I could go ahead and say it runs on MIUI, yada, 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 and get the watch time up, but who are we kidding? We know all that stuff. These are the things you need to know about these phones. And of course, there is price, something I've not yet spoken about. The base for 128 Note 11, yes, the base storage is 128 on this. It starts at 1199 yuan, that converts to about 14,000 rupees. The Pro starts at 1799 and the Pro Plus at 1999. Both have 6128 as base. So for all the goodies that Redmi's thrown in, the pricing seems really aggressive. At least that's what I feel. What do you think? Happy with all the improvements, or do you feel going all MediaTek isn't a great move? Let me know in the comments below. Me personally, I feel MediaTek's been doing really well recently, especially with those Dimensity chips. They've been universally well received. So this is one generation where I don't mind all the MediaTek focus. I mean, as long as it's not priced at a ridiculous 47,000 rupees. But hey, let's not even go there. With all that said and done, we get to the end of this quick little video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, drop this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And it is now time for me to bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.